Welcome to Daily Papers, the podcast where we break down the latest and most interesting research into bite-sized chunks.
Today we're looking at the world of artificial intelligence and chess. We all know that AI can beat the best human players in the world. But what if we wanted an AI that didn't just want to win, but wanted to play exactly like you?
Right. Imagine a personalized AI coach that understands your specific habits, your favorite openings, the common mistakes you make, and could help you improve. Or an AI sparring partner that feels like playing against a real person with all their quirks and personality. That's the goal.
But there's been a huge problem. To train an AI to mimic a specific person's chess style, previous models needed an absolutely massive amount of data. We're talking about 5,000 games per person.
5,000 games. To put that in perspective, a regular player would need to play for about 1,000 hours to log that many games. That's like working a full-time job for 25 weeks straight, just playing chess.
Exactly. The reality is that less than 1% of players on a huge platform like Chess have played that much. So this cool idea of a personalized AI chess AI was basically out of reach for 99% of people, until now.
That brings us to today's paper, Learning to Imitate with Less, Efficient Individual Behavior Modeling in Chess. The researchers from the University of Toronto, Harvard, Cornell, and Microsoft Research have developed a new system called Maya for All, and the headline here is pretty staggering.
It is. Instead of 5,000 games, Maya for All can learn to imitate a player's individual style with just 20 games of data. 20. That's a 250-fold improvement in data efficiency. It takes this technology from a theoretical curiosity to something that could actually be used by almost anyone.
So how on earth did they do it? It's a really clever two-step process. First, you need to understand the AI they started with. It's called Maya 2, and it's already good at predicting what a typical human at a certain skill level will do. It knows how an average 1,500 rated player plays, but it doesn't know your specific, unique style as a 1,500 rated player.
And the researchers found that you can't just take that general model and show it 20 of your games. It's not enough data. The model doesn't really learn, and its performance barely improves. This is where their first big idea comes in. They call it the enrichment step.
The enrichment step. I like the sound of that. Instead of trying to teach the AI about a new player with very little data, they first gave the AI a masterclass. They found a diverse group of players who did have a ton of game data, thousands of games each, from all different skill levels. They call these players prototypes.
It's like training a student chef. You could give them a general textbook on Italian cooking, which is what the original Maya 2 model is like. Or you could have them study the specific individual styles of a dozen master Italian chefs. They learn one chef's bold use of spice, another's delicate pasta making, and so on.
Exactly. By training the AI to imitate each of these individual prototype players, the model becomes enriched. It learns to recognize and adapt to a huge variety of individual playing styles and nuances, not just the broad averages of a skill group. It's now primed and ready to learn about new individuals much more effectively.
Okay, so the AI has completed its masterclass. It's now a prototype enriched Maya 2. Now comes step 2, which they call the democratization step. This is where they finally adapt it to you, a regular player with only 20 games of data.
The key to making this work with so little data is giving the AI a really good starting point. You can't start from scratch. The old way would be to just look at your skill rating. Okay, you're a 1,400 player, so we'll start with the average 1,400 profile. But that's a blunt instrument. Two 1,400 rated players can play in completely different ways. One might be super aggressive, the other very defensive.
This is where the real secret sauce of Maya for All comes in. They built another, smaller AI called a prototype matching network. This network acts like a style detective. It analyzes your 20 games and compares your style to all the Master Chef prototypes it learned about in step 1.
So it might look at your games and say, okay, I see what's going on here. Your decision-making is about 70% similar to prototype A, who is a very solid positional player, but you've got about 30% of the aggressive, tactical style of prototype F.
And with that information, it creates a custom blended starting profile for you. It's an initial guess at your style, but it's an incredibly educated guess. And with that fantastic head start, the AI only needs your 20 games to fine-tune the details and build a really accurate model of how you, specifically, play chess.
The results speak for themselves. With just 20 games, Maya for All achieves a significant jump in accuracy, predicting a player's actual move far better than any previous model could with such little data. It effectively makes personalized AI a reality for the everyday player.
What's even more exciting is that this idea seems to work beyond the world of chess. The researchers did a case study where they applied the same two-step prototype method to large language models.
You mean like ChatGPT?
Exactly. They trained an AI to mimic the writing styles of different authors from Project Gutenberg. They selected 100 authors with a lot of written work to be the prototypes. Then for a new author with very little text available, the system would figure out which prototypes their writing style was most similar to, and use that to imitate their style.
Wow, so you could have an AI that helps you draft an email in the style of your boss or write a story in the style of Jane Austen, all based on a small sample of their writing.
The possibilities are huge.
It really is a powerful concept. By first enriching a model with a diverse set of high data examples or prototypes, you create a foundation that can then quickly and efficiently adapt to new individuals with very little information. So whether it's understanding your next move on the chessboard or your choice of words in a sentence, this work shows a path towards AI that can better understand and imitate us, not as a faceless crowd, but as unique individuals.
A big step forward for personalized AI. That's all for today's episode.
Thanks for listening to Daily Papers.